Every day we are bombarded with news. What is so interesting though is that these headlines that we see or hear every day, majority of them comprise the interaction between the market and the state. Then it is safe to say that we are living in a world that is predominantly conditioned by the state and the market. This all the more gives us a very strong reason to study political economy. So by this scenario alone, you can deduce that political economy is about the interaction between the market and the state. However, you have to understand that this interaction does not happen in one country alone. This happens simultaneously in all countries all over the world. Hence the term international political economy. If you want to study the world simply by looking at politics among states, there is so much that you miss. This is because the market also has the power to shape the state. Now you are starting to see the dynamics and the complexity between the state and the market. We don't just draw the line between what's political and what's economic. The truth of the matter is that politics and economics are highly intertwined. For instance, an event that seems to be highly political has an underlying economic cause. Conversely, that which seems as economic problem actually rooted from a misinformed political decision. Hence, we can assume that politics and economics are not mutually exclusive. As a matter of fact, they are mutually reinforcing. Moreover, this is true on both domestic and international context. Now you realize that we started by differentiating market from the state or economics from politics just to show that these seemingly separate concepts are actually intertwined, that in reality, it is really hard to separate. Very much like a painting, when you put together black and white, you produce gray, making it so difficult now to identify which component is black and which component is white. Also, we differentiated what is domestic and what's international. But really, what's happening in domestic is also affecting the international. And what's happening in the international level affects the domestic level. So this is both interesting and very complex. And that is the very nature of this course. This field we call as international political economy. The core of IPE is international finance. It identifies the causes of financial crisis. Another area is global trade and investment. It begs the question of what drives the globalization of the market. Also, it takes into consideration international development while considering the participation of not just a single actor, which is the state, but also other non-state actors like multinational corporations and civil society. An economic sanction can be used to wield power against another state. Sometimes states build alliance out of an economic cooperation. Clearly, here you can see the relationship between international relations, which mainly focuses on security, and that of IPE, or international political economy, that focuses on the interaction between the state and the market. At this point, you are starting to see the difference or the uniqueness, and at the same time, the importance of this field of study we call IPE. Overall, IPE provides analysis and objective assessment of the major global phenomena that affect the society.
It goes without saying that IPE is worth studying because we need more minds that can unravel the complexities of global issues in order to create better economic policies that will not just benefit an individual, but the world in general. After all, we are living in a global community.